addressing, and they are making sustainability reports on those specific lines. You can get onto, if you register yourself, which is free of cost, you can actually get access to so many sustainability reports. There's a big database which GRI can provide, and I'm sure as people who are waiting to take up an employment with many companies, different kinds of companies, not only in India but outside, you would like to go through their sustainability report when you actually get into an employment contract. That's a very informative base of content which you can look at. Let's look at issues like labor practice. So you can look at what would be my remuneration type, what would be my workplace condition, how will my skills be developed, what are the human rights issues that the company is managing, and therefore how will I grow as a potential manager in the company. Just think about as a user of a sustainability report of your potential employers. We have many organizational stakeholders who has been supporting GRI for many years. The conference took place and there were 77 countries. We organized this conference in May 24th to 26th. There were 77 countries of the world who participated. There were more than 1,200 people and 200 speakers in that conference for 3 days. So that was very interesting. I'll share with you some of these discussions. Now I would like to leave with you these 2 slides which are important. That how do you judge when you read a report? Suppose you go to the GRI website and you download one specific report. How do you judge what is a good report versus what is a bad report? And there are these 3 things which you can keep in mind. Most important thing, is the report and is the company making a genuine effort to be accountable to its key stakeholders? And therefore you have to take a very kind of reflective mood to really identify who are those stakeholders they are trying to address, what are those issues they are trying to address, and therefore is it a genuine effort or not. The second point, very important, coverage of both negative, I would say, challenges and positive aspects. Most of the reports until this day talks about only positive. That's a sad part of the use of sustainability report. And therefore if you want to take an advocacy role after your management program in this institute, you might as well actually log on to getting a public report such as a sustainability report and get into an advocacy role of really saying, no, this organization is not giving its challenges, but it's only patting its own back and talking about good things of the company. Now why do you think companies were always asked, maybe like 4 or 5 years back, companies would say, why do I need to address my negative? Because that's a fear, some of you said that there's a fear. But that trend has changed. It's evolved to a new management system now. Companies are seeing that if I can actually put my challenges in the public domain or to my stakeholders, I get into a collaborative mode and a cooperative mode to come out with a solution, rather than hiding my negatives and challenges under the carpet and then suddenly someone invents them and gets into a bad reputation. That's the new evolution which is happening very fast. The third point is very important. When you look at a sustainability report, identify what could be the most material or most relevant topics of environment, social and governance issues. And has the company really disclosed information on those material issues? Also look at whether it is complete. For example, a steel company, if they only talk about their plant, do you think it's a complete report? It cannot be, because for making steel, they have to get coal and iron, basic materials. And for coal and iron, they will have to depend on mines. So what are the mining activities? What are those implications on environment and social in the mining activities? And therefore is the company actually giving out a complete report or not? And the last important thing is about stakeholder inclusiveness. So what is the information expectation of the stakeholders, and is it getting addressed by the companies? The trend of corporate reporting is fast changing, and as an accounting and a costing and a management institution, you need to be aware, and you can all get into the LinkedIn which is going on. This is on integrated reporting. So Global Reporting Initiative is now looking at to align financial reporting and sustainability reporting and coming out with a framework which is called integrated reporting. Yeah, and this is a book which you may have to buy, but you can get the YouTube kind of discussions on the website. You will see the Harvard business professors, both of them, Bob Ickles and Michael Cruz. They have come up with this report which is just launched in 2010, named as One Report. They are saying that how do you and why do you need to link financial reporting and sustainability reporting? Yeah, it's a wonderful book and it's an eye-opener. What has happened last week, actually last week, 2nd of August, Prince of Wales has convened an international committee, and all the big accounting standards of the world, they have come together to say that we need a global committee on designing a framework on integrated reporting. And Global Reporting Initiative, which is GRI, is becoming the secretariat, and the board and the chairman, which is Professor Mervyn King from South Africa, he is becoming the co-chairman of that integrated reporting committee to develop this framework very soon. In India, what we are trying to do, and part of my responsibility is to actually talk to many companies and make them laboratories to see how do you really design matrices of linking environment, social and economic aspects to financial implications. And if we can design those matrices, and I am sure Professor Joshi and Dr. Ramakrishnan and others would actually like to work with students and maybe take them through this innovative path of looking at, can I design these sustainability matrices to see how can I link environment, social and economic performance to my financial, and therefore do I need to see a huge bulky report, or will I get one report which is so comprehensive, which will give every details of my companies, not only today but for my future work. Therefore, I would actually ask you to get into, maybe log on to this kind of discussion forum, which is called, in the Wikipedia there is definition on integrated reporting. These are all very recent information that I am sharing, which is like 1 or 2 months old. Yeah, this is a group which is created on the LinkedIn, and you can register and find out what is happening, what is the kind of information, and what is the trend of sustainability reporting which will take shape in the next 3 to 4 years. With this, I would like to stop here, and maybe if some people who are very interested on this topic, maybe we can get into some kind of question and answer, let's say for some time at least. It's 8:20 now, and also I would also ask you that not only integrated reporting, think about reading a sustainability report and really reviewing it, and maybe having some kind of seminar or discussion platform when you have your classes. This would be very interesting for everyone, for the faculty, for the institution, and for the students as well. Yeah. So with this, thank you very much for being patient and listening so late in the evening.